Most times as women, we are nagging our husbands, we are over complaining. Sometimes let things go. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm called Peter Odita, and if it's your first time here, you are in the right place. Your girl is here back again with another video. I know things have been happening with me, but we bless God, we are here. So today I'm very excited about today's video. And this video has been speaking to me, and I feel like from my belly the rivers of living water were flowing, and I really needed to share this. So today I want to talk about being a wife and what it takes to be a wife. One thing that I've learned in these few years I've been married is that being a wife is a calling. And when God said that you're the helper, you're the Ezer, he wasn't joking, because there's so many things that are going to happen, but it will take you to be ready for the title, ready for that placement, and just lift up your hands and be God, it is you leading me. That is one thing that I've done. I want to share with you ladies today the things that I've decided that I want to do in 2025 that will make me a different wife from the wife that I was before. And number one of the things is I am going to start my day daily with God. And I'm not saying that I've not been doing that, but I want to be intentional this time when I'm doing it. I want to be able to lift my home in prayer. I want to be able to lift my husband, his career, everything concerning my house, to carry that burden and always pray for my partner. You see, it's very easy to be like, oh, I'm praying and I'm dwelling in the house of the Lord, I'm doing this and this. But I think sometimes we need to separate ourselves as a wife and stand in that office of a wife and just pray over yourself, over your marriage, over your character. And that's one thing that I've tried and I'm doing right now, because I've been praying, but I've not been praying for my calling as a wife. So before I go to bed, and even when I wake up, besides praying for other things in my life, I also make sure that I'm just praying for me as a person, that may God make me the best version of a wife that will be supportive, will be caring. And that is something that I've done, and I've seen results, and I've seen God change me over and over again. This is something that that has helped me to draw my husband even nearer to God. Whereas he's the lead of the house, whereas he's always the one, praying over me, laying hands when maybe I'm sick. But I've also taken the mandate to do that with intention. And it says that a home where the wife prays is a home where God dwells. Because there's something about us. There's something. When we are called helpers, God really had a reason. And it says that we are called the Ezers. And when you go to the Bible, Ezer is a name that was referred to God as. God was also called an Ezer. So that is a very beautiful place to be. So I make sure that I worship and I pray when my day starts, and even when my day ends, and in between I'm literally praying in tongues. And then I also want to look my best. Guys, I have tried. I'm going for work right now, but I have tried. I'm trying to show up, and not just show up. When I say looking good, I want to look good externally, because whereas we are working on the inside, you have to be attractive. You have to make sure this man is looking. See, these men are physical, and I don't want us to be spiritual. These men are physical beings. They are beings who love to see the outside. And most times we are like, oh, he will see the inside of me first before the outside. My sister, you're lying. These men first see the outside. So make sure you look good. Make sure your hair is plaited if you can. If you've retouched it, make sure it's looking. Just look your best. And I'm trying to look my best. I'm trying to make sure that I have everything that, it's going to portray me as a wife. And when I say that, I'm talking about modesty. Sometimes, modesty is nice, and look like a wife. And when you're with your husband or you're going other places, you can look sexy for your husband. So that's a very important thing. So girls, we need to get these clothes and this nice things are earrings. So they just went with these simple earrings because I didn't want to do much. So look good, because when you look good, you feel good, you're confident. You know, like his eyes are on me, and you're not looking good to keep your husband okay. No, his eyes are on you. I don't even want to wash that away. And then the other thing is, I have decided to be different. I want to control my emotions. No more reacting to things that are even unreasonable. I want to be able sometimes to just look at things. I'm like, okay, this is not worth my energy. As women, we're emotional beings, and we tend to pick on everything that happens. We react so fast without even thinking. And the victim is here. Sometimes I just react over things and spoil my entire day, even spoil my husband's day. And sometimes I'm even like still holding on to things that he has already let go. Sometimes I'm actually the one who caused the trouble, and I'm begging him, forgive me, forgive me. It's like I've forgiven you, but I'm still holding on to it. I'm still reacting over something that has happened long time and has been long time forgotten. So I'm trying to make sure my emotions are intact. So that is something that you're also going to do. And my emotions have been intact. And I want to tell you, I'm enjoying every bit of it. So I'm observing silence. You know, there's a power in silence sometimes. Just don't be the kind to look on things and drag. And then the other thing is I'm prioritizing my health. I want to tell you, actually, Feb, I've been sick. And it just got me thinking that I really need to take care of myself. I'm the kind of person who struggles with constipation, and it's because I don't drink enough water. So I'm making sure that I want to be healthy. I have seen how you being sick can affect your partner, because then they will have to spend their time, they have to be emotionally available for you. It just takes a toll on everyone. So I have decided that I want to make sure I'm healthy. I'm eating healthy, and eating healthy makes me even feed my partner healthy. You know, most times they say that we as women, we are poisoning our men. You think cooking for him this oily food and doing all the things that look fancy is good for them, but as long as they have a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, a lot of oil, it's affecting them. Literally today I refused my husband to carry bread. When I was packing him food, I made him Irish and I made him an egg and ensure that he has a healthy meal today. So prioritize your health, and as you're doing that, you realize that you also, you know, keeping the entire home healthy. And then also nowadays I do a little bit of walking. I'm not very good at gym and all that, but like when I can stretch, I'm stretching just to ensure that my body is intact and healthy and my joints are doing well. And the other thing that I've decided to do as a wife is to smile more and laugh more. You know, sometimes we make life hard. We are so serious. We are not fun. I've decided that I want to be smiling, even in the weakest points of my life, even in the saddest. I want to smile. I want to laugh. That means I'm going to crack jokes. I'm going to make my husband laugh. I'm going to do TikToks. I'm going to do things that make me happy, and just not for my partner, but for me. I have decided that I want to go out with my friends. I want to just be able to chill. As a wife, I need that break, because that helps you to just refresh yourself, and it helps you keep the peace. Sometimes when you're around your partner all the time, it kind of gets suffocating. When you go out there and you've had fun, there's a way you bring back that fun home. So that's one thing that I'm intentionally doing. I'm not very good at visiting. Literally all my friends are complaining I'm not the kind to visit, but I know it is a good thing to, you know, just go out and have fun, laugh and smile. It keeps you young. The other thing that I am doing is letting go of control. No nagging, no complaining. I want to let go of this controlling version of me. Oh babe, you didn't do this, babe, this. And most times as women, we are nagging our husbands, we are over complaining. Sometimes let things go. I mean, women, we something that had happened like 3 weeks, we're bringing it back. We're talking about it the moment he does something wrong, and we don't sometimes appreciate. We're always complaining about something, and for me, that's something that I'm intentionally making sure I don't do. So instead of complaining about something, I will sit down and talk about it and be like, babe, this and this hurt me. And it just doesn't stop there. I also ensure that I don't bring it up, because it's nagging. And also when I am nagging maybe and I realize it, I want to be remorseful and talk to my partner and be like, babe, if I nudge you in any way, I want you to understand me, because I was just communicating something. Because it's not a good thing. As women, we are told, oh, women sometimes they complain a lot. That's what they identify us for, but that's not who we are. We are capable of actually resolving issues amicably in the right way. We are very capable of ignoring things. We are capable of approaching situations without, nagging, without complaining. And that's something that I'm asking the Lord every day to help me do. Not that I'm a nagging person. I want to get that out there. I'm not a nagging wife. But I know as women, sometimes we really, really tend to just bring things over and over again. Something that we've already said and it feels like it's been understood, we keep repeating it. And the more we do that, our husbands, these men shut down. And then when you're talking, it's like they're listening, but they aren't. So that is something that I want to ensure I'm doing different this year. And then the other thing is the ability to resolve conflict without raising my voice, because there is power in my presence, not in my shouting. One thing that is affecting us right now as young couples is that everyone is shouting, everyone is raising their voice, no one is listening. And you just being present as your partner is talking is powerful, because there is power in silence. And when they finish talking, then you talk. Let's not, as women, interrupt our partners when they're talking. That is so disrespectful. Sometimes you love your partner, yes, but sometimes when you begin to exchange conversation, and maybe you are talking about something and it gets tense, you find that sometimes the other one is talking, this one is talking. As a wife, or as women, the position that God has put us in is a place of submission. For you to be able to just fold your hands and let your husband talk, and then you'll be like, babe, can I talk? If you're done, can I also say what is in my mind? It doesn't put you in a powerless state, no, because that's what most of us have been told. But instead, it is going to show how emotionally intelligent you are, because your presence is more powerful than you shouting. And then that man will be able to listen to you with respect. But most times when all of you are shouting, it's not going to work. And like I said, I'm going to say this, men tend to shut down so much. If you want to get through your husband, be like the pearl, and you're like, okay, babe, can I bring my suggestion? Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but I thought this was what I was trying to do, and I thought it was right. But if you think, what you're suggesting is better than mine, it's okay, baby. I respect you. But I want you to just look at exactly what I was talking about, and maybe you can see what really works. And I want to tell you, I've done that over and over again, and my husband's like, oh, okay, I think what you're saying was right. And I want to tell you, there's power in that. So women, let's stop raising our voices when we're trying to resolve conflict, and just use your girl power. And then also, this is tough, but begging for attention. Girl, you need to focus on yourself and stop begging this man to give you attention. Let me tell you, just be present, just look good, be in the best place of your life. He will come following you. Because I think most of the times we miss our husbands, and we're like, babe, I miss you, babe, I do this. And men are supposed to be the chasers. You're not going to chase this man. This man is going to chase for you. So what you're going to do is look good, be the princess that you are, and let him do the work. Don't try to seek for attention. These men know that. And when you do that, when you're overly looking for their attention, they just back off. So what are you going to do? Be the flower that you are, look good, and focus on yourself. When you are focusing on yourself, girl, then your husband will focus on you, because they love to chase. So if you're not giving him full attention and all grabbing him and all wanting to cling on him, girl, that is going to be like the best thing. So get something to do, go to work, get something that you're involved in, and just create that space. You know, if your husband is the kind who gives you attention constantly, enjoy that attention. But not you sometimes, you know, dragging and complaining, oh, you don't spend time with me. Sometimes you can do that, but when he's not listening, just focus on yourself, and then you see what really happens. Girl, you need to put God first. You need to understand that you are nothing without God. Lady, my dear wife, if you are going to forget, let me tell you, like, salvation is a journey. Do the journey, walk the walk with God besides you. Pray over your husband, pray over your marriage, pray over your habits, your characters, you as a person. Pray over the things that you want God to do for you. Because I've been struggling. I am emotionally intelligent, and I'm also a deep thinker. And one thing that I've realized is that sometimes I sit and I think a lot, and sometimes my thoughts are so strong that I'm like, God, I need you to come and intervene. Because there's so many things that I want to achieve. There's so many things that I want to do. But I have to be reminded that I'm a wife, and that I have authority above me, that I have to ask. There is so much that the wisdom of God as a woman is one thing that you need. Without the wisdom of God, you're going to be all over the place. You will destroy your own house with your own hands. So be able to give God room in your life. Let him perfect you. Let him show you grace. Let him show you his mercy and give you favor in the eyes of your husband. Prayer is very powerful. Reading the word is powerful. Worshiping God is powerful. And I want to tell you, that's something that you're going to ensure is first on your list. So if you have enjoyed this video until the end, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Click on the like button, and please comment below. If you also like, you will tell me a topic that you want me to share next time, and then I'll share with you guys, and then we are done. Be blessed. See you next time with another video. I love you with the love of God.